Notorious.
Uh, uh, uh.
No, 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 notorious. No, no, no. Y'all youngsters don't know nothing about that. What's going down? It's the Freedom Train podcast series. I am Joseph Ward. He is Patrick Irvin. And this, once again, is the livest podcast you've ever heard in your entire life. Coming straight from the South, going down. Me and Patrick up in this piece. You better hide your wives because they like us. Don't make me take my shirt off.
You already.
Hey, we are we are sponsored by PAX Inc. That's PACTSINC. And PAX Inc. is a black advocacy and think tank organization that is designed to create and deliver free information to the black community to help us uplift and empower ourselves and be able to change our situations. And they have free survival information. So, we in Florida, we got the hurricanes going on. So if you're in Florida, you're in the area, you still got power and stuff, you might still got time to get some of the survival information. But that's how it go down on PAX. A lot of good free information for the black community. The website is www.pactsinc.org. Once again, that's www.pactsinc.org. And while you're online, make sure you visit our Freedom Train website at www.freedomtrainradio.com. There's a picture of me with nothing on but some cowboy boots.
Mm.
No, I'm lying. I'm lying. But go to the website, you can learn more about us, though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What's going on? Patrick, are you ready to do this, my brother?
Word.
So, you watch football, right? You used to watch football.
I used to before Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow ruined football for you.
That's right. Sure
Right?
did. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
I
So,
don't.
one of the things that we always saw in the NFL is certain white quarterbacks got certain privileges and passes.
Mm-hmm.
Two
Mm-hmm.
that I
Mm-hmm.
can think of most prominently is Brett Favre and Tom Brady. Brett Favre greatly more egregious than Tom Brady. Tom Brady stuff is on the field. Brett Favre stuff is on and off the field. But Brett Favre has been allowed to kind of run amok for a while and just disrupt teams and just do all types of stuff, and people will cover it up because it's Brett Favre. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks in the NFL. You know, he's
But is he
above
though?
reproach. Yeah, he is. He's one of the greatest and one of the worst at the same time. Or most
'Cause-
careless because he has the interception record.
So how many people are in the greatest conversation?
Well, he's not top tier greatest.
Okay, that's what I'm like. Because I'm
He's
like,
not.
all
He's
right, I
not
could think
goat.
of 10 quarterbacks better than Brett
He's
Favre.
not. He's greatest. He's not goat though, in my
But
opinion.
there's only one GOAT.
Right, but he's not in the goat conversation because and Joe Montana has an argument.
Yeah. Brett Favre don't.
Right, right. Um, People used to say Peyton Manning had an argument. I never thought Peyton Manning had an argument because I mean, at the end of the day, you got to win rings. That's what it's all about. And think about in the ultimate team sport like football, Tom Brady was able to win 7. So that what that say about that?
That's how you put a lot of emphasis on championships.
I'm just saying that ain't
Brett
that what
Favre
they pay
got
you
what,
for?
two?
One. Brett Favre got one.
Oh, he got one.
Think what 96.
So again, is can we say because you can be legendary without being great? So is will we be like I'm just like Brett Favre and great? Anyways, I'm not trying to get the cheese heads to attack me, so we can keep
Man, I don't care about it now.
they probably don't like him either after the end of his career. But no, I just for me, I'd be like Brett Favre, great, and he was good. He was entertaining. Um,
Yeah.
he was better at football than I am. Let me say that. You know, but it's
So
America. I'm entitled to my opinion. Go ahead.
right. So he's in the news now for some fuck shit because Brett
Right,
Favre
right, 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 right.
basically we can say Brett Favre is a bitch. We can say that. We can definitely look
Mm,
in the camera and say Brett Favre, you are a bitch, right?
mm,
And I'll tell you why. Hall of Fame Brett Favre is in hot water for his connection to the Mississippi welfare scandal involving the misappropriation of roughly $77 million. Favre, who has not been criminally charged as of yet because, they be covering up, has denied knowing that the money he received for different projects was welfare money. But court filings and text messages have shed new light on the situation, which means they are uncovering the shield to show the bitch assness of him. The scandal is Mississippi's largest ever public corruption case. I'm gonna say that again. The scandal is Mississippi's largest ever corruption case. Dr. Umar three times. The scandal is Mississippi's largest ever public corruption case. Hey, and remember, Mississippi is the poorest state in the United States. It involves money from the Temporary Assistance of Needy Families program. It involves money from the Temporary Assistance of Needy Families program, a federal program that provides grant funds to states and territories to help families in need. According to the benefits.gov website, state administered programs may include child care assistance, job preparation, and work assistance. I like how they write in this article. On September 22nd, former executive director of Mississippi Department of Human Services, John Davis, pleaded guilty for one count of conspiracy and one count of theft concerning programs receiving federal funds. The Department of Justice said Davis worked with four unnamed co-conspirators. Davis will be sentenced on February 2nd, 2023. Hey man, this sounds like an episode of First 48 to me without the murder. Hey, John gonna be in there. They gonna have John in there. He gonna be eating. He gonna come in. He gonna start off hard. Man, I ain't saying shit, dog. I ain't saying shit, dog. Then next
Mm-hmm.
thing you know, he gonna have that $5 biggie bag in front of with the frosty, dipping his fries in the frosty. Man, this motherfucker named Brett, dog. You know Brett Favre. You know motherfucker you
Mm-hmm.
play for Green Bay, dog. Yeah,
Yeah.
Brett.
Throw the ball and shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that motherfucker. He the main one, cause I helped him. I helped
Word.
him. I helped his little
Word.
daughter, dog. Him and his daughter, they were trying to do some volleyball shit. They came to me. They were like, bruh, bruh, help me with the volleyball shit. And I was like,
Word.
man, I can't do that. And Brett was like, man, I'll get you some hoes. And I was like, well, shit, I like hoes, and I
Was
can't
that
get hoes
A1
on my
hose
own.
though? Was that
It
A1?
don't it don't matter because I can't get them on my own. So he was gonna
Oh,
supply me with something I can't get. So they could
oh,
be
I get
they
you.
could they could be a negative one. You
Well,
know what
I'm
I'm saying?
just
They
trying
could
to figure out, like, would you say that he coerced you?
nah, he ain't coerce me, man. I mean, shit, I'm American, so
I
I ain't
got
never
you.
been coerced. I ain't never been coerced. I mean, I took a couple classes in college, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been coerced.
I got you. I got you. I was holding it well, and then it was just like, nope, just let it go. Just let it
Hey,
happen.
so MDHS, I forgot what uh MDA. Oh, Mississippi Department of Human Services provided federal funds to two nonprofit organizations and then directed the two nonprofit organizations to fraudulently award contracts to various entities and individuals for social services that were never provided. Mm.
Mm.
The two nonprofits were the Mississippi Community Education Center and the Family Resource Center. As stated by a press release by State Auditor Shad White's office from October 2021, the two organizations ran a statewide program called Families First for Mississippi. In the summer of 2021, Favre began to ask then Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant for funding for a new volleyball facility at the University of Southern Mississippi, his alma mater, in the same school that his daughter plays volleyball. Text messages from August 3rd, 2017 show Favre asking MCEC founder Nancy New about privacy regarding payments to him. Mm, Fuck you, Nancy, too. If you were to pay me, is there any way the media can find out where it came from and how much he asked? She reassured him that the information would not be made public. The next day, she told him that Bryant was on board with that plan. New and her son Zach pleaded guilty to 13 felony counts relating to the scandal earlier in 2022. So I'm about to read a text, and it says, Brett Favre, will the media find out that we're using welfare funds intended? I mean, excuse me. I'm reading a tweet of text. Will the media, and this is Brett Favre, will the media find out that we're using welfare funds instead to help the poorest residents of America, poor state, build a volleyball center? Nancy knew, nah, oh yeah, the governor is fully on board. Hold on, let me get the rest of this tweet so I can see. And this, like I said, is from August 3rd, 2017. And it says, if you were to pay me, is there any way the media can't find out? No, we never had that information publicized. I understand you being uneasy about it, though. Let's see what happens on Monday with the conversation with some of the folks at Southern. Maybe it will click with them, hopefully. Brett Favre, okay, thanks. Nancy New. Wow, I just got off the phone with Phil Bryant. He's on board with us. We'll get this done. Brett Favre, awesome. I need to hear that for sure.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah. So Brett Favre, man,
So
I didn't know where the money was going. I had no idea. Yes, you did, boy.
so Brett Favre got a drug habit.
You got to say allegedly.
Mm, that's true. Brett Favre allegedly has a drug habit. Because I'm trying to make sense of why
No,
a
he doesn't.
multimillionaire.
He steals because Brett Favre is a piece of shit. That's why he doesn't have a drug habit. He's a piece of shit.
He just well,
Let's
you got to say allegedly.
no, he's not allegedly a piece of shit because we reading out what happened. So, so character wise, he's a piece of shit.
He's a trash human being.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's wild.
It is. So it's more. There's more.
Oh,
According to an audit, Favre was paid 500,000 in December of 2017 and 600,000 in June of 2018 for appearances and speeches at multiple events that he did not attend. Favre said that he filmed commercials for the nonprofit organization. That's why he was given the money. The auditor later revealed that Favre's contract stated that he needed to give speeches and a radio advertisement. Yeah. He spoke in somebody's mic. Favre gave back the initial payments, but reportedly still owes 228,000 in interest. Of course, the money was returned because I never knowingly take funds meant to help neighbors in need. But for Shad White to continue to push out this lie that the money was for no-show events is something I cannot stay silent about. This is what Brett Favre tweeted in October 29th of 2021. And my thing is, well, why we ain't know about this in October of 2021?
mm-hmm.
He tweets from Brett Favre. I'm doing all that I can to support this investigation to make things right for the people of Mississippi. And I have shared all that I know, which is that I was paid for 3 years of commercials that I did, and I paid taxes on the money as I should. Another tweet from him. Of course, the money was returned because I would never normally take funds. Yada yada. Read that, but yeah. Favre missed the original deadline to pay the interest, which led to a case being turned over to the state attorney general's office. A little over 30 days ago, my office issued demands on several individuals, offering them to repay misspent welfare money. As I said at the time, if any of those individuals failed to repay the money, the demands would be forwarded to the state attorney general's office. The $5 million volleyball stadium, $5 million for volleyball. $5 million volleyball stadium was not the only project Favre was interested in. In July of 2019, Favre also appeared to want money for a new football facility at Southern Miss to help recruit quarterback Shador Sanders, Deion Sanders' son, by luring him in with an indoor facility. Really? Oh yeah, 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 Brett. Yeah. You was gonna get Shador Sanders away from prime time, from Deion, from his daddy, with an indoor facility. Sure, sure. Um, as I suspected, Deion's son asked where the indoor facility was, and I said we don't have one, but we're hoping to break ground in less than 2 years. Favre texted Brian, that 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 would not happen without your help or slash commitment. I know we have the volleyball to complete first, but I'm asking a lot. With that, and I believe 100% that if you can get this done, Nancy will react and help me and help Manny in the recruiting war. So yeah, but basically they're trying to get new facilities to get new players and all this stuff. But Brett Favre was a part of them
They
stealing money
stealing the
from
money from Tanner.
yeah. Yeah, they stealing money and it's set up through the welfare system that they basically stole money to get a $5 million volleyball gym constructed. And then Brett Favre trying to act like he didn't do it when he have evidence of him doing of him talking
Mm,
about it. So
it wasn't
yeah,
me.
Brett Favre. And that's why I say Brett Favre is he's a part of the International Fuck Boys Association.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely definitely made International Football Association stuff because, like, who does like? I mean, who does stuff like that? But bitches and slime balls.
Yeah, no, that's creepy. That's definitely on some creepy shit. But you think anything's really gonna happen to Brett Favre?
Not really, but I mean, it's the ESPN, all the other media outlets. They're not even really covering this. Like they're more on Ime Udoka than they are on this. And I can't wait till we talk about Ime Udoka because I'm gonna let Malika Andrews fine ass have it because she foolish. Man, I'm gonna just say this real quick. Malika Andrews, you ain't shit. They 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 were announcing who the Celtics head coach and interim coach was gonna be for the year, and it's a black dude, and I forgot the dude's name, but as she's telling the world who this dude is, she goes to run down his criminal record.
Yeah,
Why do we need to know that?
she don't deserve the praise of calling her fine in
Why
public.
do but why do yeah, she don't. Why do we need to know buddy criminal record? You don't want Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A. Smith. I know I'm going off, but I'm just say this real quick. You don't want Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A. Smith to talk about the woman or women who actually hunched Ime Udoka. She was actually involved in hunching and sucking and probably eating his ass, right? You don't want them to talk about her, but you could bring up this man ain't did nothing wrong. He ain't did nothing wrong lately. He ain't did nothing. He earned everything he is, and you want to bring up that man criminal past and trend. It's just like it's just normal stuff. We gonna what one thing we're gonna start a segment, and we're gonna start a segment on here. We're gonna take journalists and we're gonna break them down. We're gonna break down journalists like they break down athletes, and we're gonna bring up all the bad stuff about them. So, but yeah, but back to Brett Favre, bitch ass. I just want to say that about Malika Andrews because I was thinking about white people, and I know she might not be white, but she acting white. So
Which she's a milk drinker.
she act white. So hey, hey.
So yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, we've known for a while Brett Favre was a piece of shit.
Yeah,
Like that got out. I think his last few years in the league, and then with the Aaron Rodgers situation, where Aaron Rodgers was like, he never gave me any advice, any pointers, and he never really even talked to me. Like, so we've known Brett Favre was a piece of shit. But I think like he's their piece of shit though. You know,
yeah, yeah. And he's a celebrated piece of shit. But you wasn't too far off. So in the 1996 off season, Brett Favre was remembered for his admission that he was addicted to the painkiller Vicodin and had to go into rehab. So you weren't really off too far off.
well, I'm just like, but even with, I, he would have to move out of Mississippi.
Well, he should like people should be on his ass, but they're not really on his ass because it's Brett Favre.
But I guarantee the people in that state know. We
Yeah, I
might
mean
not know, but I bet the people there know.
the people who it affected the most know and they care and they want his ass out of there. But he's going to be protected, and he's going to be protected by his NFL buddies. Because he's in bed with the people in Mississippi like that.
Yeah, and I mean, for that matter, his daughter, like, she would have to give up her place at the school. And I know
She
a lot of
should.
people is like, yeah, but she ain't had nothing. And she
Yes.
knew.
Hey, she knew, and she ain't say nothing either.
Right,
She
right.
knew, and she
No,
ain't say nothing. And
she
and
should
sh-
have to give up her scholarship.
and she want to play. You think she not gonna play in the facility? Come
We,
on,
we
man.
he wouldn't be worried about no goddamn volleyball facility if his daughter wasn't playing ball.
Right. So it's surrounding her. So take her scholarship.
Right. So I mean, look, I but we know that ain't gonna happen either. But they took Reggie Bush Heisman. I'm bringing up real old shit now.
Well, yeah, yeah. They well, if you watch the I Am Athlete, if the last I Am Athlete episode, I know, but Reggie Bush was on this, so I was watching it, and Shady McCoy on it, so I like to peep in that time to time. But Reggie Bush was basically saying that they have no evidence to prove that he did anything, and he won his Heisman back. But like you saying, you if Brett Favre look at basically, let's juxtapose Brett Favre, Ime Udoka. What Brett Favre did was significantly worse than Ime Udoka. Ime Udoka cheated on his fiance. of 7 years. Brett Favre stole state money from the welfare system that could have gone to people to help improve and affect their lives in a positive way. Brett Favre stole from the people. Ime Udoka just hunched the VP of financing from them. It was a consensual relationship, but Ime Udoka is being drugged through the mud. All the sports and news outlets are talking about Ime Udoka while nobody's talking about Brett Favre. So we're not going to be the ones who are complaining about people not talking about Brett Favre. We're gonna talk about Brett Favre. If everybody just talk about Brett Favre, guess what? Guess what? People gonna have to answer some questions. Somebody have to do something different. Everybody just talk about Brett Favre. That's the solution. Just everybody, every chance you get, just talk about Brett Favre.
And because even if they can't do anything to Brett Favre, all of those elected officials, they can have a vote of confidence and get all of them up out of there.
Yep.
And they
Yep.
should, because they all
Yep.
should lose their offices. All of them.
What? You already got people that have been convicted. So find more, dig more, speak
Oh
up
yeah.
more, do more, organize, work as a unit, defend yourselves. Hell, get Deion Sanders involved. The only other Mississippian that you got that's visible out there, because Deion Sanders is the most popular person in the state of Mississippi. Get Deion Sanders involved. He say he for the people. Get Deion Sanders involved in it. He talked too much, and they can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, I mean, this man was out here trying to lure your son away on some bullshit. He was gonna get your son mixed up in welfare thievery.
Go get him, Deion. That's what I would do. I would call up Deion Sanders and say, "We need your help. Spread more light on this Brett Favre situation. 'Cause Brett Favre done stole welfare money from
Yeah,
black people and poor white people, poor everybody in Mississippi, especially poor
because
black people."
because they was gonna use more welfare money to build an indoor training facility that they was gonna use to. But even with that, it's like, but this is where I'm like, but Brett Favre has got to be worth a couple $100 million. You
But
couldn't put up $5
right,
million for the, like,
but
what the fuck?
but it's like that money could have also went to help fix the water contamination in Jackson, though. That's one thing that money could have went to, is help to reverse that so that water isn't contaminated.
Man, that money could have went to a lot of places. Like you said earlier, Mississippi is the poorest state in the nation. Like that, that money could have went anywhere, but instead they choose to put it on a
And the
university
motherfucking
volleyball court.
and the team that's trash. And ain't nobody, hey man, Mississippi,
I don't follow
what
volleyball, so I don't know
what
who
is
the, you know.
which Mississippi is it? This uh uh I forgot the school, but that goddamn Mississippi, whatever. Ain't nobody going there to their school to watch their volleyball, and their team ain't good.
The
Let's just be real.
Mississippi whatever's.
Because I mean, I know the school. I just can't. Mississippi State. No, it ain't Mississippi State. It's
Yeah, it's the Mississippi State whatever's. Ole
not.
Miss whatever.
Because I forgot. Shit, I don't know, man. Mississippi,
And the school
whatever.
should be taking a hit too.
Yeah, NCAA sanctions, all that,
Right.
all
Like
of that.
they volleyball team should be shut down.
Hey, treat it like you did Reggie Bush. Go full
Man,
Reggie. Go full Reggie Bush on them.
because these motherfuckers, like, they took money from welfare. And I like that, poor people already don't like rich people.
Right.
Like, now you just making it work. Like, that should be extra shit done on GP, just to be like, look, man, society's already in a delicate place right now. You fucking with fire, man.
Yeah. So it was Southern Miss. That's the school, Southern Mississippi.
Yeah, Southern Miss, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
you said
Southern
that.
Mississippi assholes. But yeah, all everybody should be taking the task. The president, the AD, the volleyball coach, everybody, all the adults who were involved in that should be taking the task. Hey man, y'all got to go. Y'all y'all got to go. Y'all out here with that buffale. So now you got to go. And
Yeah,
we're gonna charge more people with criminal shit.
yeah. And where's the, like? All right, so now it's time to cancel Brett Favre. I guess you can't cancel Brett Favre, but the cancel culture,
Well, he
like,
can.
every time we need the cancel culture to really cancel some motherfucking body,
They never show up, huh?
Right.
They cancel people over stuff that hurt people feelings rather than things that actually tangibly hurt people in their lives and their livelihood.
I'll be like, man,
The
y'all,
cancel culture full of shit too, huh? They some
they
bitches too,
yeah,
huh?
yeah, they need to somebody need to cancel the cancel culture.
Yeah,
Every
cause they
time
don't
we need somebody canceled, you
for
can
some
never
real
find
shit.
these motherfuckers. You
Right.
can never find them.
Hey,
Where they at?
hey, I'm gonna say this. Let's start the Brett Favre is a bitch and need to be arrested movement. Let's start that. Let's start the Brett Favre is a bitch and need to be arrested. Once again, everybody who see this bullshit going on, just do what we doing. Speak up. Speak about it. Talk about it.
get
And
a
hell, keep talking about it.
get
Keep talking about it.
a BFB bumper sticker or something, a
Yeah, Brett
BFB
Favre a
pen.
bitch.
Brett Favre is a bitch.
Brett Favre is a bitch. He need to be locked up. Brett Favre is a bitch. He need to be locked up. Brett Favre is a
You
bitch and
put
he
it on
need
a
to be
shirt
locked up.
and a hat. BFB. What that stand for? Brett Favre is
Brett
a
Favre is a
bitch.
bitch. Biatch. Had too short, invite too short out just to say bitch. 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 Brett Favre is a bitch. Have get people from different languages to say, you are biatch. You're biatch. Biatch.
Yeah, have the American accents all over the
The
place, and
bitch.
then have people
You're a
saying it in
bitch.
they native language. Brett Favre punta
How you say bitch in Australia?
punta.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Just you're a big bitch.
I
That's how
was
you say
saying in
bitch.
Mr. What is his name? Mr. Allen. He's a botch.
He was
Don't
a
botch.
biznitch.
Nah, that's some whole shit right
Yeah,
there. Nah, Brett
yeah,
Favre need his ass kicked.
yeah. He need his ass. What he need? He needs his ass. What he need to go to jail. Everybody, like we say, his daughter, she
She
go
need to
down
lose her
too.
scholarship. I don't want to say the daughter need to go to jail, but I definitely think she
She
should
need to
lose
lose
her
her
scholarship.
scholarship. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she should
do.
definitely lose her
Yeah,
scholarship.
yeah. Tear the volleyball gym down and put that money back the way you got it from. I
Yeah,
mean,
and
I'm just saying everybody else been arrested, everybody else been charged. Why Brett Favre ain't been charged? Everybody else
yeah,
that been in on it, everybody else that was in those text threads that was intimately involved have been charged. Why Brett Favre ain't been charged?
because he's their
Charge Brett
guy.
Favre ass.
He's their guy.
Yep, yep. Hey, Brett Favre, use a hoe, use a
Oh,
hoe, use a
oh.
hoe. I
I
said
said
that
that
use a
you's a
hoe.
hoe. Mhm.
Bitch. Hey man. Hey man. That's all we got for y'all right now, man. We'll be back with another episode. We're gonna talk about because we still got to talk about Ime Udoka and the
But we
lady
ain't
talking
gonna
that
talk
bullshit.
about email though, cause we gonna talk about Malik Andrews. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Malika Andrews.
But Ime gonna lead us to that.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna talk about the Ime Udoka situation that lead us to Malika Andrews, and we got to talk about the black male vote in Atlanta and things surrounding Stacey Abrams and that black lady that told us to just fall in line. So when we come back, next time y'all hear from us, that's stuff we're gonna be talking about. So peace in the ball of hat grease and uh stop shaving your vaginas.
Word.